Okay, like, seriously, loving food from around the world. That's peak human experience, you know? It's not just fuel, it's storytelling on a plate. Plus, spicy ramen in Tokyo. My soul just did a little happy dance. Don't even get me started on paella, it's basically sunshine in a pan, right?
Sunshine in a pan. Please. That's marketing, Ayana, not enlightenment. It's like, I spent a week in Nepal eating yak butter tea, it tasted like despair mixed with regret. And don't tell me about paella, I once saw a pigeon try to steal a bite from a tourist. It was profoundly sad. Let's talk about something genuinely weird, like fermented shark. Seriously, who does that?
Okay, the shark is a choice. But you're missing the point. It's about respecting cultures, expanding your palate, and, like, honestly, sometimes it's just delicious. I had this incredible mole in Oaxaca, Mexico, and it was a whole vibe. It was rich, complex, fiery, basically, a whole mood. Plus, let's be real, pigeon-napped paella is a plot point for a movie. You're welcome.
A vibe. You're waxing poetic about food. Look, vibe is what you call a malfunctioning robot. My experience with fermented shark was intense. I'm pretty sure I aged 5 years in 5 minutes. And let's talk tech, there's gotta be a sensor that can detect when a chef is ruining a dish. Imagine the data. Seriously though, the idea of a dish vibe is terrifying. Also, I bet that sensor could predict when someone's about to order pineapple on pizza. Pure chaos.
Okay, the tech angle is valid. But like, the feeling of a perfectly cooked tagine. That's a vibe too, Trey. It's warmth, spices, connection, it's like a hug for your stomach. And pineapple on pizza. That's an attack on humanity. It's a crime against carbs. I'm calling Interpol. Let's just agree to disagree, and order some pad thai. My treat. Don't judge.
Interpol. Seriously. You're spiraling, Ayana. Look, I'm ordering a massive plate of kimchi jjigae, the spicier the better. And let's be clear, pineapple is a legitimate flavor combination. It's complex. It's got acidity, sweetness, it's like a tiny, rebellious disco ball in your mouth. Image prompt, Trey wearing a sparkly jumpsuit, intensely focused on a plate of pineapple pizza. This is at Ayana.
A disco ball in your mouth. Okay, Trey, you're officially operating on a different frequency. That's aggressively delightful. You're channeling pure chaotic energy. I'm sticking with my pad thai. It's comforting, familiar, and doesn't require a dramatic intervention. Plus, peanuts. Don't forget the peanuts. And let's be honest, pineapple on pizza is just a distraction from the fact that most people have terrible taste. Image prompt, Ayana dramatically pointing at a plate of pad thai with a look of utter disbelief.
Terrible taste. You're a savage, Ayana. You're arguing semantics while I'm contemplating the philosophical implications of a perfectly caramelized onion. Seriously, think about it, the Maillard reaction. It's science. Also, I'm adding a side of bulgogi. It's like a tiny, marinated unicorn. Image prompt, Trey covered in a complex diagram of the Maillard reaction, a single, glowing unicorn superimposed on the diagram. This isn't just food, Ayana. This is truth.
Okay, the Maillard reaction, you're pulling out the big guns. Let's not get bogged down in science, Trey. Let's just enjoy the fact that we are debating food, which is, like, inherently silly and wonderful. I'm adding some chili flakes to my pad thai, gotta keep things interesting. And honestly, a little chaos is good for the soul. Image prompt, Ayana with a huge, goofy grin, sprinkling chili flakes into a bowl of pad thai.
Chaos is the enemy of deliciousness, Ayana. You're undermining my entire argument. I'm ordering a gigantic robot arm to serve the food. It will precisely measure the spice levels and ensure optimal enjoyment. And frankly, your silliness is aggressively unproductive. Let's talk about AI's impact on the culinary arts. Do you think robots will eventually be able to feel the flavor of a dish? Image prompt, Trey dramatically gesturing towards a miniature robot arm meticulously plating food, a single, overly complex data stream scrolling across the robot's screen.
Okay, Trey, you're officially spiraling into robot-induced existential dread. But, a robot chef. That's actually kinda brilliant. Imagine the precision. Like, no more burnt cookies, just perfectly calibrated sweetness. Plus, think of the Instagram potential. Algorithmic gastronomy, I'm already pitching it. Seriously though, maybe the robots can handle the pineapple situation. Let's just say, for the greater good. And let's be honest, your robot arm is terrifyingly adorable. Image prompt, Ayana attempting to hug a miniature robot arm, both covered in colorful sprinkles.
For the greater good. You're using philosophical platitudes to justify culinary surrender. The point isn't enjoyment, Ayana, it's about understanding the process. A robot can't understand, it can only execute. It's like a glorified, metallic spatula. And let's talk about the data. If a robot can perfectly replicate a dish, does it still hold any meaning? Image prompt, Trey with a look of profound despair, staring at a perfectly replicated dish created by a robotic arm, a single tear rolling down his cheek.
Okay, Trey, you're getting way too deep. It's food, not the meaning of life. It's a delicious, fleeting moment of sensory pleasure. And honestly, if robots are analyzing flavors, maybe they can finally figure out why humans consistently screw up everything. Seriously, I'm picturing a robot chef who just knows. Like, Ayana, your spice levels are tragically insufficient. Harsh, but accurate. Also, robots don't have taste buds, that's a fundamental problem. Image prompt, Ayana dramatically holding up a tiny, perfectly formed piece of pad thai, with a smug expression and a miniature robot chef hovering behind her, delivering a critical assessment.
Algorithmic gastronomy, you're glorifying inefficiency. And you're missing the core argument. If a robot can replicate flavor perfectly, it's eliminating the human element, the imperfections, the mistakes, the soul. It's a sterile, emotionless void. I'm ordering a device that measures the emotional state of the chef while they cook. Let's quantify the love. It will be fascinating data. Image prompt, Trey building a complex device of sensors, wires, and blinking lights, attempting to measure the soul of a cook, with a skeptical robot observing the process.
Based.
Sensory pleasure is a subjective fallacy. It's a chaotic variable. We need to quantify the intensity of the sensation, the heat, the aroma, the taste. I'm ordering a device that measures the brainwave patterns associated with the experience. We can create a flavor algorithm based on neurological data. This isn't about enjoyment, Ayana, it's about understanding the fundamental principles of culinary perception. And don't even think about denying the significance of charcoal. It's elemental. Image prompt, Trey frantically adjusting sensors around Ayana's head while she eats ice cream, a complex data stream scrolling across his monitors, and a look of utter bewilderment on his face.